listening to Classical 91 KSTG Midwick City. Well, I hope you're all indoors tonight, because we have a storm brewing in from the east, and it doesn't look pretty.
Please, just put the gun down. We can talk about this.
I'm done talking. I just want to be left alone. I just want to live. Why can't you understand that?
Rick, please!
Shut the fuck up. I'm tired of you crying.
So this is the house. Parts of the house were remodeled about 3 years ago. Other than that, the house really hasn't changed much since it was first built in 1984. Huh, that's odd. I just had that light replaced. Well, the stairs creak a bit, but at least you'll know when people are coming or going. This is the only bathroom in the house. The plumbing works, but the decor is rather dated. And this is a study. The bookshelves are attached to the wall. What do you think?
I was wondering, why is this so cheap?
Let me ask you, Mr. Lichty, are you a religious man?
No, I prefer to say unaffiliated.
Well, most people don't want to live in a house where people were murdered.
Murdered?
I hope that doesn't frighten you.
No, it's very sad.
Did you have any other concerns about the house before signing?
No.
Excellent. If I could get your signature here, the house will be legally yours. Excellent. Oh, before I go, would you like me to call someone or some men to help you move?
I appreciate the offer, but I prefer to do it myself.
Here's your house key, and welcome to America, Mr. Lichty.
Thank you.
Police. I said no police.
No, I didn't call them. Please, let Elsa go.
You're surrounded. There's no way out.
But there is.
the Anti-Trafficking Center, and her son Arnold, both victims of a vicious murder. Miss Curtis was found on the first floor living room, bound, with profanity cut into her skin, bruises, and signs of rape. Her son, Arnold, was found dead on the first floor. Here comes Investigator Gunter. Investigator Gunter, have you found the identity of the murderer?
No comment.
And Investigator Gunter, do you think the situation will help get guns off of the streets? Shutting down hunting permits?
As I've said before, gun laws only work when people follow them. Criminals don't obey the law. That's why they're criminals. Limiting gun owners won't stop gun violence. It's only going to increase it.
Investigator Gunter, you had once said that the support of the death penalty being active in the Midwest. Are you saying that criminals shouldn't have rights?
Why don't you ask the families of the victims that question at the funeral?
Well, there you have it. The murder of Miss Curtis and her son Arnold are the most recent of the series of murders sweeping the city. The whereabouts of their daughter Anna is still unknown.
Sorry about what happened to you. You deserve better than that. Life's so full of promise. Just like Elsa. I don't know what you want from me, but I hope this helps. Guten Morgen.
Did you know the Curtises?
I haven't known them very long. How do you know them?
I used to help Anna babysit Arnold. They're like the siblings I never had. Still can't believe they're dead. It's been 6 months, and the police haven't found the killer. And Anna is still missing. I'm sorry. What was your name?
Rick Lichty. I just moved here a few nights ago. And you are?
Suki Muyo.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Suki. I was wondering, when did these murders begin?
About 8 months ago, bodies suddenly started popping up all over the city.
I see.
Everyone's scared. Anyone could be the killer. People started buying guns to protect themselves and their families. Others have protested, demanding that the police put a stop to the killing.
What about you? Are you a gun owner?
You have to have a lot of money to buy a gun. And you have to have a permit, which costs money, and the classes. Have you seen how expensive guns are? The bare minimum I've seen is $500, and that's not even counting the tax.
I'm sorry, I assumed that all Americans were gun owners. Like cowboys.
Not all Americans have guns. There are a lot of people out there that just want police officers and military to have guns.
What about you? Does that make you feel safer?
Of course I wouldn't feel safer The killer's still out there, and the police haven't come any closer to finding him. Hell, they don't even know if it's just one guy.
Suki, did a man die in that house?
Yeah, Father Vincent drowned in the bathroom on the first floor.
Why was he at the house? How did he drown?
I remember him spending a lot of time with the Curtises. A few days passed and no one had seen him. Then the police found him. I'm sorry, but I have to go.
Suki, hey. Here. If you want to talk about anything, just let me know.
Thank you.
Suki, do you believe in ghosts?
What? No. Why?
Well, I've been hearing some noises in my house, and then I found out about the Curtises.
You're living in that house?
Yes,
What kind of sounds?
just creepy house sounds. I must be going, but let me know if you want to talk. I'll be there. There are 5 types of ghosts: residential, intelligent, poltergeist, phantoms, and demons. Residential typically are aware of their deaths, rarely communicate, and relive memories from their lives. Intelligent are aware of their deaths and can communicate through electronic devices. However, communication is limited for unknown reasons. Speculation suggests communication between the living and the afterlife requires a high amount of energy. Phantoms often appear to be shadow-like, supposedly seen, heard, or sensed, but having no physical substance. In most cases, phantoms are illusions of the mind. Demons can appear as phantoms or poltergeists. Despite popular belief, demons cannot float, contort their body, or spin their head past 90 degrees. They are simply high levels of evil intention. A demon is created by losing their humanity after certain lengths of time, depending on the person. Demons are more psychological rather than supernatural. Do you know where I can find an electronics store? Who could that be? help you?
Sorry, I know it's late.
Not at all. I'm a bit of a night owl. Come in. Please, make yourself at home. Would you like some hot chocolate?
I'm fine, thanks. What's all this for?
This is just a personal project of mine. So, Suki, what did you want to talk about?
Well, how much do you charge?
Well, since you do me the honor of being my first patient here in America, there will be no charge. I will be taking notes, but everything is confidential.
Okay, I guess.
Alright, let's get started. What's troubling you?
Well, I think someone's stalking me.
Why do you think someone is stalking you?
It just feels like I'm being followed everywhere I go.
What does this person look like?
I don't know. Just like a shadow.
When you say, like a shadow, what does that mean?
Like, all black.
And how do you know this person is male?
Tall, with wide shoulders.
And has this person tried communicating with you?
No.
And have you spoke with the police?
I've been taking self-defense classes, but I would feel a lot safer with a gun.
Why is that?
Because I couldn't stop it last time.
What do you mean last time?
When I was little, my parents divorced and my dad kidnapped me to get back at my mom. He was an asshole.
Very sorry to hear that. But do you really think that having a gun would help?
Yes, because I could stop the attacker with the pull of one trigger.
And how does your mother feel about you having a gun?
My mother's dead. She died last week, and I've been fighting with the justice system to legally be an adult.
Still, it would be safer if you did not live alone. Have you talked to the police about the stalker?
No, because even if I did get attacked and managed to make a phone call to the police, there's no way they're going to be able to stop it in time.
I see. So you are afraid that the police will not arrive in time to help you. Earlier today, you mentioned that you were unable to get a gun. Have you looked at any alternative forms of protection?
I have a taser and I have mace in my purse.
I see. And yet you still don't feel safe.
I just don't want to end up like Anna. I can't be helpless all the time anymore.
Could I use the bathroom?
Certainly. Around the corner, first door on the right.
Hello? I know this is dangerous, Father, but someone has to tell the police. By the time the cops come around, we won't be anywhere near here. I will, Father. Good night. Just a moment.
Mom, who's at the door?
Welcome to the party, Precious. What about the mom? What the fuck is that? It was the kid. He blew his brains out.
Arnold, why haven't you shown this to the police or Investigator Gunther? Can't leave the house? Yes? No, I'm just getting used to the time difference. Really? Only 4? No, I just expected there would be more. Yes, I will be there first thing tomorrow. Yes, thank you. Good day. What's this? When belongings of the deceased are moved from their home, it is not uncommon for the spirit to attach itself to that item and haunt another location. If that item was something important to the spirit in life, such as a toy to the spirit of a child, that spirit can follow it. This is also true of people. Assuming that it works, I wouldn't be limited to tracking the killers with Arnold's help from outside of the house, making the job of finding them that much easier. But all of Arnold's possessions are no longer in the house. If Suki was as close to the Curtises as she claims, then there is a chance that something of Arnold's ended up in her possession. I'll have to confirm she does have the item before finding a way to procure it. 6 months ago, Arnold Curtis listened at the top of the stairs to his mother and sister who fought with a group of unknown attackers in full body leather. Arnold grabs a gun in his mother's room to save them, but tripped and killed himself. The attackers murdered Christina Curtis before taking Anna Curtis with them. But why attack the Curtises in the first place? Then, not long after, a local priest named Father Vincent is found dead in the house by committing suicide. He tried to call and warn Christina just before the attackers arrived. Did he know about the attack beforehand? If so, then how? Did he take his own life out of regret for not warning the Curtises sooner? May 16th, Father Vincent commits suicide in the former home of the Curtis family in their first floor bathroom, 1 week after Christina and Arnold Curtis were murdered. Police reported that Father Vincent died by drowning in the bathtub, but the ghost of Father Vincent's wrist was slit. Why would the police lie about that? They must have seen the wounds. Was they trying not to cause a panic? The Curtis family was attacked 6 months ago, followed by Father Vincent's suicide, but the series of murders go back roughly 8 months. Several bizarre murders were reported across the city, and the victims consisted of 5 prostitutes and 13 human traffickers, all found mutilated in a similar manner according to the police. Investigator Gunther, who became the head officer of the investigation, commented, "It's a monster," after seeing the latest victims found in a group. Police have not released any details about the murder or the murderers themselves. One eyewitness leaving the scene claimed to discover the body of a 9th victim inside. He stated that the body was mutilated. The last murder was recorded 5 months ago. The victim was a man in his late 50s found in the living room of his home. So the man was found 5 months ago. Police stated, by the looks of him, he had been dead for over a month. So the last reported victim was actually murdered sometime before the Curtises. Ever since the murder started, Suki's fear, as well as the general public's fear, grew, resulting in a division of pro- and anti-gun activists throughout the city. When the murders suddenly stopped, that fear only increased because the murderer had not been found. Other than that, the crime rates had actually dropped significantly. Roughly 6 months ago, the number of missing persons grew. Whether leaving out of fear or being taken against their will is unclear. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Lichty. This is Suki Moyo. I need to talk to you again.
That's fine. I only have a few sessions tomorrow, so I should be home early.
I need you to come over to my house as soon as possible, please.
Is everything alright?
I saw him again.
Saw who again?
The stalker.
What happened?
At school, the mall, work. I've seen him everywhere, and he won't leave me alone.
Tsuki, I think it's time to go to the police with this. With everything that's happened in the past 8 months, they'll want to help.
Please, I'm scared.
Alright, what is your address? Suki, there hasn't been another murder in 6 months. The chance that this stalker is the murderer that the police have been hunting for is...
You haven't heard?
Heard what?
There was another murder last night.
Another?
In some alleyway downtown. It was a girl I went to school with. There was a big service held for her at the school today.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'll be right back.
Hey, Claire.
Do you need to be a basketball practice tomorrow?
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna stay home.
I know you get really hurt and everything, but it's not good for you. You gotta protect yourself and stuff. Come on, please. You're me and your friends.
Just think. We could be next. And it's crazy. There's been missing person upon missing person. We can figure out what's going on.
This is Arnold. Suki? Suki, are you alright?
Dookie, can you hear me? Dookie! Come on, this isn't funny.
Suki? Suki, are you alright?
I saw him.
Hello? Yes. Can you send an officer to...
Why won't he go away?
Yes. Yes. Thank you very much. Suki, it's alright. The police are on their way.
They're not gonna catch him. Not Nick, not Troy, not Rebecca. She can't even find him.
Suki, why don't we go back to the kitchen and wait for the police? Okay?
Investigator Gunter of the Midwick City Police Department. Are you Rick Lichty?
Yes.
Could you describe the man you saw?
Well, I didn't see him. It was Suki.
Last name?
Muyo.
Where's this Suki now?
She's in the kitchen. She seems to be in shock.
Could I have a word with her?
Certainly. Suki, this is Investigator Gunter.
Hello, Miss Muyo. I'd like to ask you a few questions about the man you saw. Miss Muyo? Miss Muyo? Miss Muyo?
Hundreds of people gathered at the Midwick High School gymnasium earlier today to pay their respects to former student Allison Rector. An eyewitness discovered Rector's body in an alleyway last night around 11:30 near the corner of 5th and Jackson. After spotting a, quote, suspicious-looking man fleeing from the area, that eyewitness is now under police protection. Investigator Gunter stated the victim's body showed similarities to the victims of the series of murders 6 months ago.
If all of the people reported missing over the past 6 months were kidnapped, that would mean the number of victims are around 200. If I am to learn what happened to Allison Rector, I need to get Arnold's spirit out of the house using the toy. Father Vincent tried to warn Christina Curtis before she was attacked. Tonight, I'll find out what he saw. But first, I will get ready for work tomorrow.
I'm sorry. So cold. So cold. So long. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So cold. So.
Christina, if you do this, they will target you and your family. Christina, these people have done terrible things. Please be careful.
I failed them. I couldn't even save them. I couldn't protect them. Christina, Arnold, Anna. So cold. So long.
So that's what happened. You tried to save them. And because you failed, you took your own life. But who was that woman? And what does this Rob person have to do with what happened to the Curtises? This was yours once, wasn't it? Would you like it back?
Bring in newsmen and law enforcement agencies around the opinion. This place is boarded up pretty solid now. However, as these we ought to be all right here for a while. Dramatically, it was soon apparent we have a gun and bullets, food, and the radio. Sooner or later, someone bound to come and get us out. Creatures from outer space. So again, we join with law enforcement agencies, urging you to seek shelter in a building. Lock the doors and windows securely. Hey, that's us. We're doing all right.
You're so easy to scare.
I'm not.
Why do you like watching this show so much?
Because I want to protect people, just like the man on
I'm going
TV.
upstairs now.
Today we'll be talking about safety in the shop. You'll be taking a quiz over safety in 1 month, and if you miss one answer, you will not be allowed in the shop to complete the quiz with 100%. Claire?
What?
Stop sleeping in my class and pay attention.
Yeah, sorry.
As I was saying, tools are great for creating your projects, but they can be dangerous if used incorrectly. Be careful when handling them and remember to be aware of your surroundings.
Mr. Lichty? Mr. Lichty?
I apologize. Please continue.
Well, it was bingo night, and so I got home later than normal.
And when did you realize that someone else was in your house?
When I went into the living room, the window was broken and it was a mess. The movies were missing, the table was broken, the furniture was upended, and then I smelled something burning.
What was burning?
I went into the kitchen and I opened the oven and I saw Snowball. What kind of a monster would kill a puppy?
And has the police caught the person responsible?
No, they never found who did it. My wife and I waited for months and they still never found the bastards that took my baby girl. I don't even know if she's alive or not. I wish I had been there to shoot the bastard.
Are you a gun owner?
No, I don't feel safe. I'd be afraid one of my kids would get their hands on it. And frankly, I don't have time to take a class with Joe gone. I do have a taser, but I'm still afraid, especially after hearing about all the murders and people gone missing. I've thought about moving for a while now.
So you don't really feel safe then?
Sometimes.
Why not?
At night, I have scary dreams.
And what happens in these dreams?
I'm at school, in my room, at the park. The place is never the same, but they're always there.
Who are they?
People, but they're not people anymore. They're always around. Some sit down, others wander, like they don't remember where they need to go. They look like shadows.
Have you tried talking to these shadows?
Normally no, but there's a lot of them. One time, I saw one sitting by the swings.
And then what happened?
She ran through the wall.
God, how boring was it? I don't know. I fell asleep. Man, I got such a creepy vibe from that tarot reading earlier.
Oh, that was so cool, though.
Kind of scary though. The cards.
Come on, you don't actually believe that stuff, though.
I don't know. Look at how many people have gotten missing.
You don't think there's a connection, do you?
I don't know.
I mean, missing people always turn up. They're probably just ran away or something.
What are we doing on that anyway?
More tarot cards?
We can try again?
Okay.
What do you think?
We can invite Kyle over.
Yeah?
Yeah. Tarot reading on him.
Oh, reading, huh?
So I'm just gonna turn that.
Lucky you. Is that what you call it? I mean, nice and cool compared to everybody else. Or
yeah, you. I'm so glad to be out of that heat.
Oh, it's not that bad.
I'm sweating.
So?
Do you guys remember Mark that went to our school? But he left and he got his girlfriend pregnant. Now he's coming back.
I was not surprised.
He just hit me up saying, "What am I doing tonight?"
Don't vote for it.
I don't need that drama in my life.
Alright, who's first?
Me.
So you got the Lovers, which, duh. Justice. Something good is gonna come for you.
It's about time.
The Empress. You're gonna get something that you've been working really hard for, like maybe captain of the volleyball team.
Finally.
This one, I'm gonna fail something. Probably math.
It's not fair.
You never show up.
This is so cool. You should do Suki next.
Yeah?
Suki, come on, this is so fun.
I'll get it ready.
Come on, don't you want to know if there's like a prince in your life that you don't know about?
Alright. That's really weird.
Well, what does it mean?
The Hangman, the Devil, Judgment, the Tower, and Death.
What does it mean?
It doesn't mean anything. It means that it's a stupid game.
It's just a card game.
Oh, come on, honey. It's just stupid.
Come on, why don't we watch a movie, huh?
Is it alright if I take a shower first?
Yeah.
What are you in the mood for?
How about mystery?
Mystery?
What do we have?
What about that one?
No. This one's good.
The number of protesters has grown since last night's murder of Allison Rector. They are demanding that Investigator Gunter put an end to the murders that have swept the city.
Sheesh, who turned off the heat? Rebecca? Claire? Rebecca? Is that you?
Hello?
Not this time. You're not getting away this time. Not this time. Not this time. You are not getting away this time!
Man, I'm not police officer. Are you okay? Let's get you out of here. Stay behind me. Ma'am, it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna get you out of here. I promise. Officer down! Officer down! Fuck! God damn it! Shit.
8 months. 8 months I've been working on this case. We had the building surrounded and we searched for 6 hours and that son of a bitch still got away. All those stakeouts for nothing.
How is your officer?
Castillo? Doc says he'll live, but with that wound, he'll be out of action for a while.
And what about Suki?
She's lucky to be alive, that's for damn sure. If it weren't for the fact that she picked up that gun, we would have had another dead body on our hands. All those idiots don't know what it's like. You know, sometimes I think we protect them from too much. You know what I mean? Mr. Lichty?
Sorry.
You don't like guns, do you, Mr. Lichty?
They bring up bad memories.
I see. Let me ask you a question, Mr. Lichty. This gun here, is it a good gun or a bad gun?
What?
Is this gun good or bad?
I would say it's a good gun.
Really? And why would you say that?
Because it's the gun of a law enforcer.
So what you're telling me is that this gun is good or bad depending on who's using it.
I don't want to disagree with you, Inspector Gunter. What's going to happen to Suki?
Well, we'll be keeping her here for a while. After that, witness protection. Wouldn't want her to end up dead or missing.
Arnold Curtis.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Do you think she still in the city?
Mr. Lichty, I was there in that house the night the Curtis family was attacked. Just like every other person who has turned up dead over the last 8 months. What those bastards did to those people. Obscene doesn't even scratch the surface. Is she still in the city? Mr. Lichty, there's a very good chance that she is long dead.
Friday, October 28th. Roughly 8 months ago, a series of bizarre murders began. These murders consisted of 5 prostitutes, 13 traffickers, and 9 unknowns. All were similarly mutilated, but only the 9 were discovered in the same location and burnt alive. The identities of these victims are still unknown. Roughly 6 months ago, The Curtis family home was invaded by a group of men and women in all black leather suits, led by the one referred to as Dr. Crow. Christina Curtis was bound, raped, and mutilated with foul words cut into her legs. Arnold Curtis, in an attempt to save his mother and sister, tripped on the stairs and shot himself in the fall. Shortly after, Anna Curtis and Father Vincent were kidnapped and taken to an unknown location. For 3 or 4 days, Dr. Crow and an unknown woman in red interrogated Father Vincent with alcohol for the whereabouts of someone named Rob. May 16th, Father Vincent's body was discovered in the Curtis home, first floor, bathtub, appearing to have drowned. The police did not release the information of his wrist being slit or the meshes of his guilt on the wall, for what I can only assume was to not cause a panic in the general public. Not long after, an unknown body of a man in his late 50s was discovered in the living room of his home. However, the time of his death was said to be several months beforehand. He too was mutilated in a similar way as the previous victims. At the time of his death, Mix, Christina Curtis, is the last in the series of murders. Since then, a series of missing persons had rose. But whether they were kidnapped or not, or fled the city out of fear, is unclear. Recently, a new murder victim was strangled in an alley downtown. Allison Rector, a high school sophomore, the same school as Anna Curtis and Suki Muyo, was reported missing 1 week before her body was discovered. An eyewitness reported seeing a suspicious man fleeing the scene. Where to go from here? What started this 8 months ago? Who was that woman in red? And the suspicious man? And who is Rob? And why does Suki seem so important?
let me out! I just want to live! I want to be next. I don't want to be like Anna. Just let me out. I want to live. I want to see my family again.
What's wrong? You should really smile more.
Fucking bitch! Look at me! You did this! You were asking for it! This is not your fault! All of you laughing at me!
Come on, this way.
Yeah. Hey, it's my day off. Can a guy get a break? So what is it? An anonymous call.
You know that alley where Allison Rector was found? There's a building full of bodies.
What? How many?
Not sure. Officer Rogers and McDonald are down there.
Tell him to block off the area and don't touch anything.
We'll be right there.
Fuck! 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 Fuck!
They were all around me. And that's when you showed up. So how are you involved in all of this?
Once I had a family, a beautiful wife and a baby girl, until they were taken from me. My brother and I followed them for days, until we finally caught up to him at the cabin. Once we got inside, everything went to hell. And then, she showed up. I survived, but my brother wasn't so lucky. The woods were so dark, I heard gunshots. The other cops screamed. And then there was nothing. I ran for hours. It was so quiet. No birds, no animals, not even the wind. I've been on the run from the police ever since.
Who are they? The people in the leather suits. Why are they doing this? Why do they want to hurt people?
They are Jezebel's followers. Men and women that have lost all sense of purpose in life. When a person loses their humanity, they become demons, caring for no one but themselves. The wolves in sheep's clothing. Dr. Crow was Jezebel's second in command. A doctor who believes his only purpose in life is to guide the sick and dying to the afterlife. He's nothing short of totally insane.
So how is the Curtis family involved in all of this?
A little over 6 months ago, I had a close call. Too close.
I didn't ask you.
Ask what?
While you were inside, before saving me, did you find Anna Curtis?
No. They moved her in the book before I arrived.
Well, that's a relief. In the back of my mind, I had my doubts. Rob, why is that book so important?
The book contains several demonic rituals. Out of all of them, one stuck out. All the murders, the people that have gone missing, all of them were sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Yes.
But why?
Give me the fucking money.
I'm so glad. I have one more present for you.
Wait, say that again.
Before my mother died, she said Christina gave her a book.
Rob, I have a clue where the book might be.
I'm gonna hit him tonight. Find the book and end this nightmare.
It still smells like Mom.
So you know where she hid the book.
It still smells like Mom.
We need that book. Let's split up.
Okay.
Did you find it? Suki, no matter what happens, stay close. Arnold, are you here? Can you help us find the book? won't open. There's something on the other side. Suki, run! Suki, 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 Suki,
Bye.